Okay, so I have just finished painting this bluebell forest on a 35 by 35 centimeter canvas board, and hopefully you will see some of my videos of how I got to this point. I'm gonna walk you through some of the palette knives I have. So if I have to go somewhere and live on a remote island, then this would be the palette knife that I take with me because it has a longer and a shorter edge. This one is good if you keep painting exactly with the same strokes, and you can add that almost like finger painted effect. So that's great for that. Then you have this one, which is it has a similar function to my favorite because it has a very long, much longer and a shorter edge. So you can create, this is perfect for cityscapes where you need long straight edges, and then you also need occasionally that small one for the windows and maybe the shutters, whatever, like French shutters with all those grid lines. Yeah. Okay, this one is good for mixing paints, but sometimes it just stays in my hand and I carry on painting with it an entire artwork. Then the longer edges, this is fun with the very narrow tip. It means that it allows you to paint very sharp tips. You can even just put it down around like that and create a flowery stamped on effect. My issue is that it cannot carry, because it is so thin, it cannot hold as much paint as, for example, these ones. So this one or even this one would be able to, you can pick up quite an amount of paint with that and be able to work. Now these are small fiddly palette knives. I would use them sporadically for small teeny tiny dots. If I need to add some of the wild garlic, for example, I might use the very tip of this if I care at all about changing palette knives. Now these big ones, and I have even like huge ones, massive ones, they are better for establishing the main lines, the main composition, and just do that very quickly. So I recommend that you start with the biggest palette knife that you have, the biggest palette knife that you dare to use, and then if you must, then change to a smaller one and carry on and finish the work with that. But every time you change knives, there will be a slightly different type of a mark that you place on the painting, so just be aware of that. Okay, enjoy painting!